Who's that?
This dude called Blast. He put an album out, bro. He's fired. He's from LA, BLXST.
Yeah, I think I saw the joint.
The Shadow News.
This is the joint. This
We
was
live
like
on
one of the singles.
We live on YouTube now, Josh. All right. I'll check them out though. I think I saw the joint on Apple though.
Yeah, so
What's up, Tony Baker?
What's happening, fellas?
fellas.
Chilling, man. Chilling. Getting ready for a little film in the day. That's it, you know. Are you up at the office, huh, Josh?
Huh?
You want to say you up at the office, huh?
I am.
Y'all filmed today?
Yeah, we shot the bonus episode today.
Oh, okay. Cool.
This, and then I'm gonna shoot a Gonzi Tapes podcast after this.
Okay, then. All right, Josh. You know what I'm saying? Get it going, my boy.
I might go live.
Hey, man.
It'll be on Patreon though. Obviously, I can't be. It's an exclusive show. I gotta respect it.
Right. Gotta be that.
I'm gonna try the live sense, bro. Because honestly, like, it's not even the shooting that takes time. Because what I normally do is I'll shoot it, and then which I pretty much just intro and talk about the song or an artist, and then I do that all the way through, and then I'll chop in the music after. But what I might do is just shoot it and play the music, and then it's done. I might try that format.
Hey, man, I'm with it. All right, well, welcome everybody to another episode of Dead Silent Listening Party, dog. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Having a good time with it, man. We're just gonna keep it going. Today we're doing Big Sean's new album, Detroit 2. It's a longer album, it's 21 tracks, so we're gonna actually break this up into 2 weeks. Listen to 10 today, and I'll listen to 11 next week, or vice versa, 10 and 11, or 11 and 12, whatever.
There's a couple kids, so I think we could fill it out. We could fill out the 11 today or 10 or whatever it is.
Yeah, for sure. So we're gonna get it going. Looking forward to this one, man. He had released a project not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, and I was like, man, I didn't even hear nothing about this. And it was because that wasn't, I guess, the real thing. That was just like a mixtape of Lucy's and stuff like that. So looking forward to this one right here. I'm a big Sean fan still. I'm not gonna front. I think Sean still has a great flow. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what he put out on his album. You know what I'm talking about? Any expectations, fellas?
So I wasn't sure if we were doing this or not. I played a little bit of it last night, and not all of it, just probably like the first 4 records, one of which was already out, the Deep Reverence, the Nipsey joint. I like it so far. I'm excited for it. Honestly, this is the first Big Sean album I've been excited about in a minute. I don't know if it's like because of like his maturation of himself, kind of seeing where he's at, but I don't know. I feel like the last couple since I think the last one I really like look forward to or enjoyed was like Dark Skies.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for it.
All right. Well, let's get it going, man. Let's just jump right into this first record. Let me pull it up real quick because I don't have my joint in front of me. Actually, let me pull it up on Apple real quick. First track is called "Why Would I Stop." Don't know much about it, but we're just gonna jump right into it, and we're gonna get this joint going in 3, 2. Two. I am so sick of Tony Baker, bro. I am sick of him, man.
Who's giving y'all what y'all asked for? Tony be too serious. I'm listening. I'm just giving y'all the emotions, expressions that you need so desperately.
Oh man.
You don't know how to act. That's what it is. We can't take you in public. You don't know how to act.
I'm just giving y'all what y'all asked for.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What do you think? What do you want? You kick it off, Tony. What did you think about?
Yeah, Tone. Since you enjoyed it so much,
Since y'all left me out of my expectation answer, I thought the first track. Here's the thing about Big Sean, for me personally. Big Sean can rap.
Mm-hmm.
No question, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Big Sean can rap, but for some reason, he doesn't have an album yet that I just kept rotating.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some good tracks. I would go cherry pick the tracks and then bounce. So, but I like Big Sean, but it's just weird. Like some artists that you like, you still don't sit in their albums for some reason. And Big Sean is one of those cats for me. So with Detroit 2, I'm like, I'm gonna try to sit down with this album if it's dope.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if you do it.
That first track was a solid jump off.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm feeling it. What about you, Josh? What did you think about that one?
solid jump off. Big Sean wasted no time pretty much saying, I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm not worrying about what other people are thinking. I'm rapping about what I'm rapping about. I've experienced life, and now there's a spotlight on me, especially with my maiden of choice.
Mm-hmm.
Shouts to Hit Boy as well. He went crazy on that beat. I know he's produced a few records on here as well, so I'm trying to, I don't know, man. Like Tone said, I've never really had a Big Sean album where I'm like, oh man, that's a classic. I'm gonna go run that back. But it's uncontested that he can rap.
Yeah.
But I feel like he doesn't
know.
Nobody's
contesting that. Nobody's contesting that.
And I feel like he was caught in the middle of the I gotta rap to get on stage. Like during that transition of like where music was going, kind of like when, I mean, that's when Cole, Kendrick, and even Drake were coming up. Like Sean was in that conversation, but then once the direction of music changed, it was kind of interesting to kind of see where he fell. And I feel like he hasn't really found his footing since, but he has some moments. So this is a type of hard intro that I would have expected. So, I mean, we'll see. I'm going to give this one for the sake of, honestly, I'm going to give this one a 3.5 because I'm not going to go back and listen to it. But the song was hard. I just like, okay, I get the message. What is the next thing?
It was one of those. I'll give it a 3.5 too.
Hit Boy went crazy though. I'm not disrespecting that by any means.
Nice little jump off, but it feels like the go-to jump off.
I'm gonna agree with you guys with like it was a great intro, a great way to kick off the album. We got more of what we expect from Sean. The lyrics were there, the flow was there. I like he switched it up a little bit. I would probably go 3.75. Just because I'm leaning closer to the 4 end versus the 3.5 end. It sounds like he has that little bounce back in his flow. And I remember when Sean first started, like I'm gonna be honest, like I feel like he influenced a lot of Drake. Like when Drake's early Drake, all the stuff that we loved about Drake, I feel like he got a lot of that from Sean. So I will never discredit Sean for being dope at what he does, man. So I'm leaning more toward the 3.75 on that one.
It was hard though.
I see a lot of 4s. I see a lot of 4s, 4.5, 3.5, 3.75. Terrence gave it a 3.8. Janine gave it a 4. Nightbot gave it a 4. Denaja gave it a solid 4. Yeah, a lot of people are giving it more 4s than a 3-round, and I get that. I think from our standpoint, we've heard so much from Sean, and we've all got our hopes up, and then kind of been like, right, well, the overall project. So I think that's where we're going with it. Somebody said, "Chill to hear nothing alike." Soldier, are you serious? You go back and listen to early Sean or listen to early Drake, you think they're nothing alike? Okay. But you know, to each his own. Music is subjective. Let's go on to the next track. Next track is called Lucky Me, and we're gonna get started on that one in 3, 2, 1.
There we go. There we go.
Listen, man.
Damn.
This is what I'll say, man.
Sit up for this.
5 motherfuckers. 5. Give me them. Give me 5 BT Kingsley. We out here. And I'm going to tell you why. This is the Shine that we all fell in love with when we first heard him. Back when he was doing the Finally Famous mixtapes before the first album, when we would just catch a wind of him, we was like, yo, this motherfucker. This gave me that J. Cole feel, that warm up feel. Come on. This motherfucker, bro. The change up?
Oh, the change up was stupid.
Come on,
and he's speaking on, like, this is one of the first tracks in a minute where I feel like, I mean, maybe this album, I should say. We're learning more about him, in my opinion, more than we ever had before. He's doing it.
We're learning more of the surface stuff because he always kind of spoke on a couple things, but like this, the heart disease thing,
his fears,
like, how he felt about his girl, his ex, that he had to, you know what I'm saying, remove the picture. Like, that's some real shit, right, bro?
Yeah, man. I'm a big advocate for a strong second track. I think I've established that enough. And after this being the second, I'm all in. At first, I'm skeptical. 21, that's some time to dedicate. But now I'm invested. I might break it up like we're doing next week. Tune in for the back 10. But I'm all in, man. I give this one. Oh man.
Come on, Josh, keep it real. Don't worry about what Tony thinks.
I'm a roll with a 5 for this one, man.
There you go, Josh.
I'm gonna do it because I'm a fan of us learning more about our artists, especially where they're at, and not just, like you said, not just the surface level stuff, but being able to deliver it in a way that keeps you locked in for basically 2 songs in one.
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm gonna empty this 5 out right there. Just take it.
This could have been the intro and the second track. Like, it could have just rolled right into it, and I would have been satisfied with that. I ain't gonna even hold you. But like, to your point, Josh, this was a great follow-up track. Like, to immediately go uphill on the album, like do that, bro. That's solid, bro. Come on, Tony Baker.
Yo, I love the personalness of the first half of the track. And the beat was non-radio friendly, which is right up my alley. It was just a gritty hip hop track. And then the beat switch and then the build up and flow was just, I gotta give it a 5. I have to give it a 5. Whether or not it's gonna be like a real 5 where those songs you listen to for years to come remains to be seen. But technically, the way the song was set up, constructed, flow, beat change, and all that, I have to give it a 5.
Solid. That's what's up, bro. Hey, man, I'm excited to keep it going, man. So let's just actually let me give a couple shouts out. Ashley Monique gave it a 4 out of 5. Michael Kort gave it 4.75. CMD gave it a 5. Nikki P gave it a 5. Anthony Morris 4.7. Russell Wren gave it deserved 5. Janine Johnson gave it 4.4. Mikhail 4.5. Jenny Zombie gave it a 5. Brenda 4.8. Ricky Fame gave it a 5. So everybody's kind of feeling that joint right there. We're gonna move on to this next track. Next track is called Deep Reverence.
I'm all in for this one.
Featuring Nipsey Hussle. Should we go with this one since it's a single?
We should absolutely play it for the sense of coming off Lucky Me to something like this to going into Wolves.
Okay,
we got to feel the direction of the vibes, man.
All right, I'm with it, brother. Let's go. Let's get it started in 3, 2, 1. Where we at with it?
I like that joint, man. I like
Me too.
that joint, and I miss Nip, man. God damn it. But that was a nice collab right there. I like how he touched on the the Kendrick thing,
Mm-hmm.
for the cheap seats. And I like that track. Solid. I'll listen to it again. I'm gonna give it a 4.
I like that track. I liked it when it dropped. I love that he put Nipsey at the top of it. And I feel like Big Sean did a little too long of a verse. But I still appreciated it for the sake of him speaking his truths and him speaking of like topics like the Kendrick, as well as man, he talked about having a miscarriage. Like I think that's something crazy to put on a record. And man, it's always nice to hear Nipsey still. This was honestly the first song that I heard since Nipsey passed of him being on, because he's had a few verses, but this was the first one where I'm like, man, I feel the emptiness. Like I really feel like it's hard to believe, but he's really gone. And like for him, like to come in with him saying like, I'm a like forget rap, like I'm a street legend. Like people love me for me, not necessarily for this music stuff, and that's my legacy. And that was kind of like its own reflective piece for me, at least. But I'm gonna give this one a hard 4.5.
Okay.
Just because this is a song that I've ran back before this album came out, I should say, when the single dropped.
I'm giving it a 4.5 on the strength that Nip was on there. It would have been a 4 for me had it not been for Nip. I agree with what you said, Josh, about Sean's verse was a little long, but sometimes you got to get some shit off your chest, bro. And his album is seeming a little more personal than some of his previous projects. And I mean, shit, think about Kendrick's verse on Control. Kendrick's verse on Control was as long as everybody else's verses put together on a song before he rapped. Like, that was a long ass verse. And sometimes you just got to get your shit off. So I'm not mad at the length of the verse, especially like when it's quality. Like, if he had just been doing some bullshit bars, talking about clothes and shit like that, I would have been like, I could deal without this. But the fact that he was actually saying something of substance, something meaningful, something impactful, I let it slide. I didn't hold that against him. So I'm gonna go 4.5 just on the strength of Nips, but it would have been a 4.4. I mean a 4 for me previously had Nip not been on there. And I also feel like I like the song, but it's not something I'm gonna run back. I'm gonna be honest with you. The beat didn't wow me. The flows were great, but the beat didn't wow me. And it's probably something that I won't run back every time I listen to it. You say what?
You giving it a 4.5? You ain't gonna run it back.
I was going to question that.
For Nip.
I thought the beat. I mean,
doing for Nip and just because he was on it. Nah, man.
Tony, you got your reasons. I got mine. Don't come to me like that, bro.
Nah,
square up. Square up, Tone. Square up there, Tone. I'm just saying it's not something. It ain't something I gotta play every time I listen to the album. That's what I'm saying.
That sounds like a 3.75.
Next track is called Wolf. This one is featuring Post Malone. We're gonna get this one started in 3, 2, 1. Nah,
Here's my thing though, man.
nah.
I'm a Post Malone fan.
I like Post Malone.
I
I like
like Post. I like Post verse almost better than Lil Sean, Big Sean's. I'm sorry. Um, it was I don't know. I feel like he just brought something different to the track. To be honest with you.
For sure. This almost feels like it was made for placements. This song, I can hear it in trailers. I can hear it in commercials.
Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, that's
You
good.
get that,
Josh.
and you get that anthem type of vibe, you know. So like,
Trying to get your daughter back. The mean streets of Detroit kidnap his daughter. Now go with him as he struggles to get her back in enough time and get the ransom in order to save her life.
starring
Raised
Liam Neeson.
Starring Liam Neeson. That's funny.
Yeah.
It was a cool record though. I liked it for the vibe. I liked it. I mean, the hook was fire. That's one thing I like about Post, bro. He finds these melodies that will always get stuck with you. Whether it's a mix of his voice as well as like what he actually performs on the track too. I like Post verse better.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I need to go back and listen to Sean's again. But I don't know, because I mean, like the classic upbringing, comparing it to like, I feel like I was raised by wolves. I was raised in these streets. All right, cool. But that's not as personal as like these last few records you've been getting off on, you know? So
yeah.
It was cool though.
It felt very now and like radio and like, you know, it sounds like I heard this song before on other albums of people that are hot right now. So I'm not gonna be running this back, to be honest. I can already tell, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a solid track. But I was like, but I could already tell I ain't gonna be coming back. So I gotta give it a 3.
You gonna hit it with the skip that D? Would it come on?
Give that diddly 3.
I'm gonna give this one a solid 3.5 for this catchiness. I'm a sucker for a catchy song too. And I was gonna say something else, but I completely forgot. So to hear, what say ye?
I would go 3. 3 for me. Like even if I saw this in a trailer or something, like it wouldn't prompt me to see the movie or the project, whatever it's attached to. Just like it literally left me like,
like, what song is that? Either you just be like, oh, okay.
No.
They're just throwing that in to get the urban audience. Cool.
Mm-hmm. Like I would
music down just so I can watch the trailer.
I would actually see this song as like a premiere through a movie soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense. You know, like, oh, this the movie's called Wolves. Big Sean and Post linked up for a song called Wolves.
Yeah.
Here's the anthem for it. And it's like the one song that they push throughout the entire rollout.
Yeah. Let's just get into the next track. I don't even want to.
This next song, Lord Jesus.
Oh.
Next track is called Body Language. This is the one with Ty Dolla $ign and is this Janae on here, right? Yeah, they just rolled out the video for this one, I think.
Did they?
Yeah, I think with they and I think Sean and Janae are like in a car wash or something like that. But if that was what I saw, but yeah, I think they just rolled out the video for this one. So we're gonna get right into Body Language. We're gonna start this one at 3, 2, 1.
That was a nice little sexy track.
Hey man, little vibe.
I ain't
I'm
mad at
always here for a little vibe.
it. Yeah.
Where's the
You gotta
Vino?
get the ladies involved, man. And like that was a nice conglomerate of artistry right there. And y'all already know I'm a big Janae fan. So, you know, anytime she show up, I'm like, she's great. She's a great feature on a rapper's album. That's my intro to her anyway. She was always on the Kendrick joints and the TDE joints and the Ab Soul. Like, who's this girl, man?
Yeah, now think about it, she's got a record with Cole, a record with Kendrick, a record with Drake.
Ab Soul, Common. She got an album with Big Sean.
Yeah, she's out here.
Project. She's great with rappers. Fantastic. And this was a nice little sexy vibe. Put it on, you with your girl, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just ride.
Baby, come closer.
No gas in the car, y'all not even moving, but the hair is still blowing.
A windstorm? What's going on? What's up with this wind where they at?
You better get inside. That's hurricane. That's a hurricane weather.
Yeah.
Post it up, man. Yeah.
So what y'all giving it though?
I'm giving it a 3.75.
You pumped it up pretty strong to give it that 3.75.
3.75 is good. We getting spoiled with 4s and 4.5.
Oh, here we go.
3.75 is actually a good rating.
Tone, I'm right there with you though, low key. I ain't gonna even front, bro. Like I wasn't gonna pump it up like that. I thought it was a decent record. I think it's a great radio record, but I don't have to like run that back every time at all. I'm a big Ty Dolla $ign fan too, so I like Ty on that joint right there. But it didn't blow me away to have him on that track right there. And I mean, I'm a fan, so I don't know. 3.75 for your boy too.
Man, I'm a sucker for a good hook.
4.99.
No. It's a hard 4.5 for me because I like the beat and I like the hook enough to where I could run it back, but I'm not in love with Sean's verse or Ty's verse.
Mm-hmm.
The only verse that made sense that fit the record and fit the vibe was Janae, because Janae already talks that crazy talk on her music.
Bro,
so
he said she gonna ride that dick till she break it. I was like,
right.
Wait a second.
I was like, ma'am,
that's not necessary. Why would you break it if it's good? Why would you do that?
Let me tell you why I like the filth of Janae. Because she doesn't come off as filthy. Like when you see her whole brand.
Yeah.
And she'll tell you. And that's the best kind.
Yeah.
The best kind. Say it again, Tone.
They'll tell you. Like, no, I'm filthy.
She put the world on his head when she said, eat the booty like groceries. I don't know if y'all remember that. Like,
I remember.
She changed things, bro. Janae changed things.
I was like, Miss Janae. Miss Aiko.
It was a lot of pearl clutching. A lot of pearl clutching going on.
Oh, she had the church up in arms, man.
Oh, man.
She want to do what with that Kroger?
All right, let's move on to the next track. Josh gave it a 4.5. I gave it a 3.75 along with Tony. Janine Johnson gave it a 5 for Janae, 4.5 from Valerie. Cheyenne Neal gave it a 4.5. Tracy Davis gave it a 2.7. Malik gave it a just a 4, easy. Gurjit gave it a 4. Jenny Zombie gave it a 4 as well. 4.25 for Gorgeous. Venus gave it a 4.5. Ricky gave it a solid 3.75 to a 4 out of 5. So yeah, everybody was kind of like feeling it. Everybody went from okay to liking it. So 3.75, I think, was around the average, and then it went up to like a 4.5. So yeah, let's get it going on the next track. Next track is actually The Story by Dave Chappelle. Now, this one is just a story, I think. So I don't know. Like, y'all want to hear the story? Or y'all want to just go to the next song?
How long is it? Let me see. Because I got it hard out. It's 2 minutes. I guess if it's not a song, we can just skip it.
Yeah. So let's skip Story by Dave Chappelle. Y'all can listen to that on your own. It's actually a good story. I listened to that one on alone. Let's go to Harder Than My Demons, track number 7, and we're gonna get started with that in 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Rapping his ass off. Rapping ass rapper.
Rapping, man.
3.75.
Yeah.
3.5.
I'm like, yeah, he can rap.
He
3 points.
rapping his ass off.
That's
It's
what I'm
just-
saying, man. It just
there's
feels like
nothing
a
that's pulling
like a
me back.
it's like a shiny box. It just has nothing. This has something in it. It just has nothing in it, man. It's cool. We know you can rap, Mr. Sean, sir. Big little Sean. I don't know, man. Might make a workout
You know what?
playlist.
I'm glad it's not just me though. Like, cause I've always kind of felt this way about his albums. It's like it might be one or two tracks that are like just woo, but the rest of it is just it's all right. Like you can rap. I get that.
It'd be forgettable, and that's been him for the whole run for me. Like I'll be like, Big Sean can rap, and then I'll go to Big Crit's album and listen to that for 18 hours straight. You know, it's always been something that didn't keep me around with his bodies of work, and so I don't know what it is. Maybe, and I was saying this in the chat just now. Maybe it's because even though he be rapping and changing the flow, I don't feel emotion from him. I feel like he be rapping, and even when he talks about something personal, I'll be like, man, he still sounds technical.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel that.
What you giving it, Tom?
I'm giving it like a 3.5.
And Josh,
That's
you
what
got 3.5 too?
That's what I gave it too, man. Just because, like Tone was saying, he'll touch on the subjects that are like, oh, you could lean into that a little bit more, or I still don't like you're talking about it, but I don't feel it. It's like you're just like letting it out on a piece of paper without really processing it. Which I'm sure he's processing. I'm not saying he's not processing his emotions by any means or things he's going through, but it feels like a blank face, just kind of talking and rapping words very fast in one bar.
All right, well, he can rap his ass off.
It was hard though.
Nobody's denying that. You
It
know
was
what?
hard.
You know what it is? I just thought about it right now. It
What is
feels
it to hear
like
what you think about right now?
shut up, Josh. You know when battle rappers try to switch over to making records, and that's what it feels like. It feels like I saw you, Josh, kiss my ass. That's kind of what it feels like. We saw it with Loaded Lux, and we saw it with what's the boy? He had signed to DTP. Slim something, I feel like.
I don't know battle rap like that.
I don't be listening to battle rappers, man.
That's what it feel like. You a rapping ass rapper, but I don't know. Let's go on to the next track. Next track is number 8. It's called Everything That's Missing. Can't see who this one has on it, but this one has who's it on there?
Dwell.
Dwell?
Dwell? Oh,
Yeah, that's what I said.
Dwell is on it?
Dwell is on this one.
Oh, let's begin.
So let's cue this one up in 3, 2, 1. Josh, I heard you say.
¿Qué dice?
That didn't sound like Dwelle to me.
He was just harmonizing in the back.
Nah, see, this is Dwell. That's what I've been trying to say. This is.
Shut up, Josh.
Okay.
This is what I was saying.
You
The
want to dwell on
horns,
the past, Josh? Oh, okay.
those horns.
No, I would say let's not dwell on who the feature is. That's what I was trying to say.
Sometimes I call my crib a dwelling, but keep going.
Man.
Those horns were a direct link to Dwelle. Those horns in the back, I don't know if you peeped the tone, but like those are the same horns he always uses on his record. So he might have like had a hand in producing on this one. But I hate when they don't use an artist like Dwelle. Bro, use him, bro. Like
line piece.
Bro. Josh, you're not wrong though, because the way he used him, he wasn't Dwelle. He was basically just Dwell. He didn't give us all.
See, that's what that was the feeling I was having.
Now I see what you're saying, Josh. You're right.
Trust my intuition. You know, it's the whole thing. I don't know.
Oh man, I wanted so much more. You know what's crazy? When he started rapping, it was so dope. I was like, I wish the song had just started here. Like we could have get another track and it just started here. I'm about to delete my Twitter and follow my intuition. Like that part, it started right there. Shit was dope.
What you giving it? What you giving this record?
3.8.
No.
Okay.
I liked it a little bit better than the last couple joints I've heard, but 3.8 overall.
I'm gonna give this one a 3.75 because I liked it better than the Demons joint. I mean, I feel like I could. This felt more like storytelling, and like I like the beat, I like the horns. It was smooth. It was smooth for what he was getting off on it. 3.75 for me.
I'm at a 3.5. Once again, I'm not compelled to return to the track. Maybe it'll grow on me. I don't know, but 3.5, solid. Like it was cool. Like all right, yeah, but 3.5.
Cool. All right, guys. I'm gonna read some of your ratings after the next song because Tony has a heart out. So we're gonna go right into the next track. It's called DTFO. We're gonna get started in that one in 3, 2. I'm glad that we're only doing 10 tracks today.
He's losing me, man.
It's losing steam. That's the risk of making a longer album, though. Like, you have more of a chance to lose the people if that shit ain't slapping the whole way through. And it's hard to do 20 tracks that are slapping all the way through, bro. That's just very difficult to do.
I feel like I've heard that beat 11 times already. I feel like I've heard that beat 20 million times. Sick of that beat. I'm sick of that beat. No matter who rapping on it. It could be my grandmother fresh out the casket. I got a new track. And she come with that beat. I'm be like, oh, okay. Granny's back.
Hey, Granny.
Hey, Granny, oh, you rapping? Huh? Okay. Sick of that beat. This is a 3 for me. On the
See,
Sean can rap.
I didn't hate the song.
I don't hate it either.
I feel like I don't know. I don't really feel anything with the song either, though. And I think it's interesting that he just called in Travis for the ad libs. I think Travis has a feature on a record later, but it didn't really. I mean, I don't know. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it.
I'm giving it a 3. What you going, Josh?
I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna match you. I'm gonna give it a 3. It's not a. How are you gonna have a song about Zen, but I don't feel like a Zen song?
Did not.
Like a 2088. If 2088 had a Zen song, that I would feel that to be understandable or something I could foresee. But this was just like, I don't know. Maybe I need to listen to it again.
No, I don't think
I'm not going to right now, but maybe I do. Okay.
Let's move on to the next track, Guard Your Heart. It's going to be the last track of the day. Then we're going to get into some of you guys, your ratings. And then, we're going to get up out of here. So, let's get this started in 3, 2, 1.
Yes, Lord. Not mad at that.
Great way to go out. For us to break it up like that, that was a great song to go out on. I'm a fan of Early Mac. I'm not familiar with him, but on this track, I was a fan of him. Wale did exceptional on this one as well. I'm glad that the song didn't end and Wale started doing the poetry thing. I hate when he does that. But I was not mad at this track. I actually really, really enjoyed it.
I liked it, man. Those keys, right up my alley.
Mm-hmm.
This was the best track since the Nipsey track. And it finally, gave me some energy and like, stand out. So,
he could have jumped straight from the Nipsey straight to this track, and I wouldn't have been mad at the album at all.
Yeah. So it woke me back up into the album again. I like this one, so I'm gonna give it a 4.
I'm right there with you, Tom. I'm right there with the 4 with you.
I'll be coming.
I like this one, man. This one was smooth. It was nice to hear AP a little bit on it, but not doing too much. It wasn't quite an AP track, but he let off strong. I like Big Sean's verse in this one. I like how he came in. I noticed Big Sean kind of comes in, he opens out his verses pretty strong to grab you in. And then he just be rapping, and then it's just like, all right, enough. But Wale's verse, I like how he used his verse intentionally on a song like this that was smooth. I'm not too familiar with Early Mac either, but I would be open to hearing more of his music after this. But I feel like Early Mac's verse was dope, but it was almost too much going on. But I enjoyed it. I'm also going to give this a 4.
Okay. Righteous gave it a 5. Wesley Keith gave it a 3.5. Nikki P gave it a 4. KKJP gave it a 4. See, Sweet Band 49 gave it a 4.5. Rashawn gave it a 4. Jenny Zombie gave it a 4. Gorgeous gave it a strong 4. Gertrude gave it a no, I thought it wasn't a rating. Roll Bless 4.5. Mikhail gave it a 4.3. A lot of 4s. I'm seeing all the 4s all through this joint. Cheyenne gave it a 5 though. Mauricio gave it a 4.7. PSN gave it a solid 4.6. So yeah, we all in the same realm, man. Definitely one of the best records on the album in my opinion thus far. And next week we're gonna dive into the other 11 tracks that are left on Detroit 2. I'll wait to then to sum it up on how I'm feeling about it thus far.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Because then you can sit with it a little bit longer too. You can go back to some or not.
Yeah. We'll see.
That's true.
Anyway, listen, guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in for another episode of Best Silent Listener Party. Tony, you got anything you want the people to look out for?
I'm doing a watch party today for The Boys season 2. That'll be starting at 5 p.m. Pacific. So if you're free, if you got Amazon Prime, you can join me. You gotta be a patron to get in on it. Watch party for The Boys season 2, episode 1, 5 p.m. So join me. You know what I'm saying? You need the Scener app as well, and the app is free. Scener is free. So
okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Josh? Anything coming up?
What is coming up? Pull up on my Twitch, streaming a few times a week. Always running some Warzone fades. I'm getting better, getting kind of nice. I took a little break from my multiplayer, but I got to hop back in there with Tone and remind them what's good.
Okay, then. Let
remind
know,
them
man.
What's good.
We out there, man.
Yeah, man. Twitch.tv/Joshy Gons 2 Z's because Josh the imposter Joshy Gons that took the one with 1 Z, but that's neither here nor there. That's where we're at.
That is. Nothing new for me, guys. You already know. Next week, Zoom with the homies and a new episode of Working This Hard with my boy Chris Sneed. And then we're gonna finish up this album on Friday, man. We got a special Zoom with the homies on Thursday. We're gonna have all the acts from Kev's Keep Your Distance comedy show on Thursday night, and we might have some special guests throughout the week too. So make sure you tune into that, and we'll see y'all next week on another episode of Best Silent Listening Party. Peace.